Oi oi my drillers, it's your geezer Big Donny Cow here for another video. Today we're talking about Demonology Warlock and some of the recent changes they're doing for patch 11.2 and trying not to cough in the intro. Yeah, I couldn't manage it. Anyway, this is why I bring two. So chat, viewers even, what do we as Demolocks love? Well, demons. Lol. Like, here's the thing. There's archetypes which would be great for Demonology. Being a master summoner, bringing an entire army, good old Nether portal, using demons for our own power, sacrificing left, right, and center, hitting some big fatty demon bolts back in the day. You know, there was the classic becoming the demon, you know. Absolute ace. We love it. And yeah, just generally, that's it. That's where it extends to. We're the summoner class, or we're the ones unleashing big demonic damage, being the demon. Yes, like no in between. That's it. That is the Demonology fantasy, the Demonology dream. So let's get into the recent changes. So, let's go pull up some patch notes. Yeah, okay. I spent all this time setting up and I couldn't even get on the right tab. What a cow! Insane. So, 11.2 PTR changes. Now, there's 2 rounds of Demonology changes, so I'm going to go through the first one, then the second one, and talk to you about it all. So, their mindset is they want to address 2 issues. The right side of the tree being shit, which, if you want my personal opinion, just delete it and put something fun in there, as all of that is boring. It's unfun to play with. I remember when it was meta in Dragonflight with Immutable Hatred, and oh my god, that was such a boring playstyle. Like, Blizzard, please, it's a failed experiment. It would be way better if you could just get rid of it. Secondly, they want to make Demonic Tyrant easier to perform, to pull off. And it's like, complexity's always been a big driving factor for enjoying Demonology. So constantly seeing the spec getting dumber and dumber every patch is kind of insulting as a Demonology main. Like, it's getting really boring to keep seeing this, and I'd prefer it if Blizzard would, you know, actually try and keep things complex for demo. I get there's people who probably play other specs and they try out demo and they're like, oh, I can't handle it. But you know, they have other specs that they're enjoying. As a demo lock, I kind of only really like demo. Everything else is quite lackluster for me. So yeah, no, I'd rather see demo stay a decent complex. But let's get into the talent changes. Master Summoner is no longer a PvP talent and is redesigned. Reduce the cast time of Cool Dreadstalker, Summon Vile Fiend, and Demonic Tyrant. That's okay. It's a tiny gain. It's a step in the right direction because, let's be real, demo is hard casting all the time. Like, think of all the classes of the game and think of what's actually hard casting. It's pretty much the only main hard casts out there. It's like Shadow Bolt, Hand of Gul'dan, Chaos Bolt, and Malefic Rapture. Oh, and Unstable Affliction. Give credit to Haunt if we give credit to Cool Dreadstalkers as well, you know? But yeah, like, it's all Warlock spells, really. Other stuff, it just doesn't feel like they're having a hard cast anywhere near as much as the Warlock. It's crazy. So it's nice to see Blizzard taking it a step in the right direction. But it's still not addressing the bulk of the issue. Right, I've just realized, maybe standing at the gates of hell, bad idea for the video. Whatever, it looked cool. But yeah, so you're like, Hand of Gul'dan is what really needs the cast time reduction. Maybe Shadow Bolt being instant would be great. You're still going to have the need to press Demon Bolt, because when you get that Demonic Core, it's 2 soul shards, not 1. So, you'll always still be pressing it. But, like, yo, why am I standing still to cast a Shadow Bolt? I understand standing still to cast this great big demonic tyrant who's literally going to blow up people and empower my entire demonic armies. I understand casting the big summons, but seriously, Shadow Bolt, some pathetic little builder? Come on. I don't think that's really needed. This next change, summon Valfiend cooldown is now 25 seconds. So what this means is you've desynced Valfiend by 5 seconds. We're not going to press this button more. No, we will not. Because we want to hold it for Tyrant. Always. We want it to be in cycle with Tyrant. If anything, the end of Tyrant, like right after Tyrant ends, we'll have a new Valfiend summon. Do it. Great. And this will probably also count on Charhound and Gloomhound. That, in fact, I think now it does. Yeah, Charhound and Gloomhound will also get the cooldown reduction. So we'll be pressing it after the Tyrant, and then when it comes off cooldown, we'll be holding it like 10 seconds for the next Tyrant. So this is like such a useless change. I don't see the need of it. So this one sucks. You wanna know why? Well, first of all, we're losing Reign of Tyranny. Second of all, only 5 imps is boring. Okay, empowering all the other demons by more damage, okay. But now I rarely care about what's doing damage. But what I do care about doing damage is my big cooldown. Tyrant. He is the boy. He steps out and he's meant to annihilate whatever he's attacking. That's what I want to see. Yeah? And it's good that they've kind of sort of reverted this. But we aren't back to the 50 imps we have with Reign of Tyranny. Which, by the way, in its current iteration, is still underwhelming. I really should just move. So, go eat school. But yeah, it's still underwhelming. 15 imps. I used to summon 30. 30! Now look. It's like, this is tiny. We have a tiny tyrant now, and we're getting an even tinier tyrant soon. Like, bruh, who remembers that clip at the start of this patch, right here, where, like, the Vindicar comes in, and then this big tyrant down here just shoots down the Zenadar? Bro, I want my tyrant to do that damage. I want the tyrant to be him. So, you know, why is it that when I get sent damage breakdowns, yeah, let me just, let's open this up. When I get sent damage breakdowns from the PTR, is this? Like, what? Not to mention, like, I'm gonna get into Soul Harvester at the end of the video, but, like, do you see Tyrant? Do you see him? He's been sacrificed for this cringe tier set bonus, which, by the way, Shadow of Death, if you don't know, okay, that's just rude. Shadow of Death basically summons a demonic soul, when you press Tyrant, as we can see here. Summons a, well, he's empowered by, the demonic entity. It's a Soul Harvester demon. Yeah, so now he just unleashes the demonic soul to deal some damage. That's what's doing all our damage, not the Tyrant. The Tyrant doesn't exist anymore. How boring. Honestly, Tyrant is our main demon. He's the cool demon. Nah. Now this aura buff is flat out, hey, I don't know what I'm doing with the spec. Oh, sorry, that's second wave. Let me go back to the first wave. Immutable hatred damage increase. No! Delete it. It's boring. You said it was here for newer players to get to grips with the spec, and then you dumbed down the entire spec. Either keep it in and keep it so that newer players have this as an option, or delete it and stop catering to newer players with lower skill and just leave Demonology to what we like about it. Not this dumbed down, watered down, hey, I can't be bothered to learn, can you make it easier for me? Sure thing, noob, have it. No. Demonic brutality, more crit. More crit reliance is not fun. I don't know if you remember playing crit verse in Dragonflight as well. Boring! Guillotine being removed is kind of an L when we still have Demonic Strength, because Demonic Strength is quite a boring button, let's be real. You literally just tell your Fel Guard to Fellstorm again. Yo, it already Fellstorms. Why not give it a new ability? Why not make Guillotine that new ability instead? Or how about make Bilescourge Bombers optimal? It would be way cooler to just bid off Demonic Strength and have the choice node be between Guillotine and Bilescourge Bombers. Way more interesting, more diversity in spells that we have access to. Now let's talk about the tier 2 changes. So, we're increasing the amount of wild imps employed by Demonic Tyrant back to 10, but not to 15. Because you made Tyrant too easy. Is it not already too easy in patch 11.1? Additionally, we're increasing the value bar to summon Umbral Blizz. Umbral Blizz is swapping place with pack. And you want to nerf tier set bonus. Doesn't matter, we're losing it anyway. Even though you could have incorporated it into the talent tree. Like, hear me out. Let me show you this talent tree. This bit sucks. Get rid of the Doom stuff and give me the Dreadstalker stuff. Or this bit on the right. And give me that Dreadstalker stuff. Like, who cares about Fiendish Ablation? Felsunders unfun to play around anyway, and you rarely do. And they show hyper optimizing one tiny go for a huge burst. Like, get rid of it. And also, Umbral Blizz, I don't, like, can get rid of that too. I don't know why you've sat here and said, you know what we need to do? We need to make Demonology more like a dot class. So let's make Umbral Blizz trigger every time you hand a Gul'dan. And then you're going to be sitting there doing that stupid optimization with the 2 stacks and then just extending the duration of Umbral Blizz or the carryover damage or whatever. You got, it's borderline pandemic region and stuff. Like, I'm playing Demonology. I'm playing the Master Summoner. I'm not playing Affliction. Get this dot shit out of here. Excuse the language. Excuse the harsh tone. But it has no place in Demonology. It wasn't fun in Legion. It's still not fun now. We only take it because it's hyper-tuned to big numbers on single target. In reality, we hate this. We hate this. The aura buff is lazy. You've realized, like, this new changes to Demonology just doesn't quite work. So you said, aura buff. Demon Tyrant empowers 10 imps. Great. But where's the damage it's getting? Where? Look, here. I put it out on paint. We can do 15 imps and get 190% increased damage, yeah? According to this, you know, we'll get Mastery with Master Summoner. So, the new Tyrant, yeah, is going to be only 10 imps for you to hit the skill ceiling. Incredible, am I right? Like, okay, you could argue, but RNG is the only thing that's letting me get 15 imps. There's definitely cases where you can skill 15 imps, get good. And then we're going to have 4% increased damage? 4%? Really? We're going from 190 to 4%? Oh! This second wave of tuning really fixed, Tyrant! This is insane! Nah, come on, Blizz. Like, why? Why are you making Tyrant so bad? You've done it before where Tyrant did 0 damage and it was miserable to play. It was that really cringe era where Doom was it was the bread and butter for spec and it sucked. It was so bad and it only got voted for because A, people didn't play Demonology voted for it in your stupid Dragonflight community vote. And then B, like, you didn't want to tune the tier 2 set back up to its former glory and allow for us to do that big damage like we could do in Aberrus. So, you know, nah. It was just such a bad time, that. Such a bad time. But yeah, so, and then more immutable hatred damage. As if the casual brain off players didn't need it easier. Like, there we go. Just, so dumb. Now, swapping these two talents is goated, because if I want to play back to the Imp Mother, which I'm normally not a fan of RNG, but low-key, this can be fun sometimes. Like, triggering an extra meteor, summoning more imps. Yo, I'll take it. I'll take it. It's a bit of chaos in the rotation. I do quite like this bit of RNG. Okay? But Umbral Blaze just needs to be removed. Like, the only people I hear that are really happy about Umbral Blaze being strong again are like Affliction and Destruction mains. Like, yo! Demonology summon! I don't want to be a dot spec. But yeah, anyway, so ultimately, after these 2 rounds of changes, is Demonology in a good, like, has it been designed in a nice, cool way that's going to be enjoyable to play? No! 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 So, the skill ceiling is down with Tyrant, yeah? It is. It's down with Tyrant. With Pact of the Imp Mother coming out as well, and you're only needing 10 imps to empower, then chances are, with good RNG, you're going to easily hit that. So, no, there is, like, not much skill required at all. Where is the skill ceiling going to go into? It's going to go, like, into High Doom management and Umbral Blaze management. Like, yo, that's boring. And also managing your decors for bloody immutable hatreds. I cannot tell you how boring it is for a skill ceiling to be managed around these passive effects. Like, nah, this is not fun. I want my Tyrant to be blasting. I want to summon a demonic army to melt down my enemies. Or, I want to, like, just hit some fatty demon bolts. Like, yo, if you're gonna make my skill ceiling be based around, like, the damage coming from me, then how about you bring back Metamorphosis? Yeah? I know the argument, but you gave it to Demon Hunters, so we go. You've even said in the lore itself that a Warlock Metamorphosis is different from a Demon Hunter Metamorphosis. So do not give me that. Do not give me that. And I don't care if it has the same name. How many specs are called Frost? Remind me. How many specs are called Restoration? How many specs are called Protection? Yeah? So why is a cooldown sharing the same name going to be a problem? Anyway, let me get into Soul Harvester and next season and why that is not fun for demo players. Look at this. Look at this breakdown. So, we have this arbitrary soul demon which has taken all the damage out of Tyrant. I don't care about him. I want my Tyrant to blast. Because when next season rolls around, yeah, just like with Dragonflight when they made Tyrant crap, we're not going to be tuned in a very good way. We're not. In season 1 of Midnight, we are going to be on dire straits. Just like, you know, War Within wasn't exactly the greatest tuning with Tyrant, and I don't think it's ever fully recovered since Dragonflight. Demon Soul is an RNG proc. You know, Demonology, the spec we are RNGing a lot. Yeah. Now, look at this. Third on your meters is your Felguard. Your Felguard. The passive guy. Who you don't have to use your brain for. So already you're being like, your actions really aren't mattering here. Then it's Charhound, who you just summon and go. But okay, cool. It's a cool summon. Then it's Implosion, which you do think about. But that's quite low for Implosion damage. Then a dot. A dot. 2 dots. 3 dots. And then we're going to have Umbral Blaze 4 dots. Bro, how many dots does Affliction have again? Agony, Corruption, Haunt, Unstable Affliction. It has 4 dots in its baseline toolkits. If you play Hellcaller Affliction, you have 4 dots. I'm sure if you play Soul Eater, you get up to 6, but... Okay, fine, I forgot about Soul Rot, which is the dot cooldown. But my god, you giving Demonology 4 dots? It's a demon summoning spec. Why are you making it into a dot spec? That's so unfun. It's so unfun. And look at this. Look at this. Like, the Dreadstalker damage is pitiful. Implosion isn't even, like, getting high compared to other stuff. It's like, oh, okay. Here's a passive demon, which you've done nothing to build up properly. From what I gather, if I read this tier set bonus, he just comes out and does all that damage. So you can summon a naked tyrant and get all of that damage. What? Demon Soul? Bro, it's just an RNG proc. It's an RNG proc. And then the procs of your demonic cause for immutable hatred, immutable hatred, immutable hatred, immutable hatred. Woo! So fun. And I love my passive Felguard, who's just like, axe cleave, mortal cleave, that's the word. Spin to win. And does all the damage. It's like, bro, it's boring. I don't have an effect on him. I'm never happy when I see Felguard higher than the spells I put effort into cast. Charhound, you know, I'm quite happy with him pumping, great. But Implosion being so low, Dreadstalkers being so low, that's depressing, man. Imps being low. I guess that's probably, what do you call it, the Bile Scourge proc, not actually pressing Bile Scourge. Doomguard RNG, by the way. So, let's talk about the source of RNG. Demonic Soul, 1 RNG. And I believe that also means Soul Anathema as well. 2nd RNG. Triggering Hand of Gul'dan, 3rd RNG. Then we got Bile Scourge proc, 4th RNG. Doomguard, 5th RNG. Not to mention all the random crits you're going to need to be able to pull off at good damage. Like, hello, this is hella RNG. I know I said I didn't mind RNG impact of the Imp Mother, but I mind RNG in, like, a pretty much everything else. And it's like, the thing is, when these procs happen, they don't even change the way you play. Like, it doesn't matter. You proc a Doomguard, it's not like you're going to do something to sort of empower it or deal more damage. No, he's just there. He's just there dealing extra damage. Who cares? You proc Shadow Invoke. It's just more damage. So yeah, we're in for a boring playstyle next season. I'm not happy with it. Here's what I'd suggest. Stick with Reign of Tyranny. Keep it in the game. It's fun, it's a skill ceiling, and Tyrant doing big numbers is great. If you have to turbo nerf a new tier set, I'm all for it, because this looks stupidly overtuned for a tier set anyway. I really hope they consider buffing Diabolist. I know we've had it all X-Pack, but let me tell you, you can't tell me that this is not an Affliction hero talent, and this is not a Demonology hero talent. This hero talent was born for demo. I would also consider dropping Demonic Strength for Guillotine, just for a bit of spell variety, or maybe even coming up with something new for this node. As, you know, I'd rather use Bile Scourge Bombers or Guillotine than use Demonic Strength, as they're more interesting. I really hope they don't overtune this side of the talent tree. I think, while I do rage about it quite a lot, it serves its purposes for players who are less comfortable with the spec. So, you know, it's good to have in, but it shouldn't be meta. Then Doom, I just want to see gone. And Umbral Blaze. Umbral Blaze and Doom, please can we get rid of this? Can we get something new in? Like, maybe return Nether Portal. Seeing as, you know, Diabolus has been this, like, sort of bridging the gap for us losing Nether Portal. But, of course, Soul Harvest the next season. So, you know, don't even get anything close to it anymore. Yeah, big Demon Bolt stuff. Metamorphosis, Decimating Bolt. I know some people hate Fell Covenant, but it is an option. Let's just see some more entertaining stuff. Doom is not fun. Doomguard is not fun. Just passive procs. Critting with my Felguard is not fun. Crit versus demo is unfun to play. Let's see some more improvements on this front. I want to be summoning a big demonic army. Even add in some new summons. Something really new. Maybe, yeah, hear me out. Hey, since I'm in the homeworld of the demons, let's find some new stuff. Like, you know, you could find a way to incorporate Vile Fiend with the Char or Shadehound. Wouldn't that be cool? How about some of these immortal Neverwalkers? They could be a cool addition. Or look at this boy, an Urzul Fiend. How did this not get incorporated into Soul Harvester? You know what the lore of these demons are? The Legion killed a shit ton of Draenei and converged all their souls to create this abomination. So why did we not collect souls and create our own one? Hello? I don't get that. Why did we actually get some Nafrazim and Pit Lord summons? I guess if you really don't want Nafrazim to be demonic and you're hard sticking to Denafria stuff, then fine. Or how about you give us some Fel magic to start corrupting shit? Like, yo! Fel corrupt our current existing demons, empower them with Fel magic, you know, be ace! But now, what we got now is like, so boring, disappointing, unimaginative. It doesn't even change our gameplay much. Like, it changes our gameplay by removing gameplay. Next season's not it. I really hope that they seriously rethink this and find a way to make the spec more entertaining rather than watered down. Anyway, thank you for listening to my opinions. If you've got anything you want to say on the matter, then drop it in the comments down below. Quite passionate about this spec, so excuse me if I'm getting quite irate in the video. But yeah, no, I just want to see Demonology be really fun. This is the spec I play the game for. So yeah, thanks for watching. Have a great day. See you in the streams.